Yo, it's the Theiefoamguy. Today, I am giving y'all the most important video to ever hit the internet. How to start your own foam party business. Start to finish. Vamos. Step 1. Go to partymachines.com. Partymachines.com. Search for this. Foam powder packs, 102 packs. The all-in-one backyard foam pit machine for $18.05. Buy that. This is a 13 by 13 foam pit that somehow has the actual foam machine inside of it. I can't understand the science or the engineering of it, but somehow it's still extremely lightweight to the point that when I roll and fold it up, I'm able to just put it over my shoulder and walk from location to car to location. I don't need a dolly. I don't need anything to transport it. I don't need a second person. And even when I walk with it, I'm not doing those quick steps when something's heavy and they're trying to move fast. No, very lightweight, very easy to transport. It also comes with things you need, such as the water pump and the hose. More importantly than all of that, it comes with 102 foam packs. Yo, you ain't hearing me. Let me explain. Each pack is a little less than an hour of consecutive foam. So if you're running 2-hour parties, you have 51 parties worth of foam right here. Yo, that's insane. Let's do the math. And just to keep the numbers easy, let's say you're charging $200 an hour. And by all means, Google your local foam companies because they're charging more than $200. But just so we can have simple math here, let's do 200. That represents per hour. Times it by 102 because you have that many hours of foam. You're looking at over $20,000. Yo, $20,000. That is insane. So get this. And then next, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to Home Depot and you're gonna buy 2 of these totes. Get 2 of them. They run for $70 each. So $140. You want to buy 2, and let me explain why. These are the totes that you're going to put your water in. Now, when you do a party, you do 2 hours. Each one is an hour worth of foam. What you don't want to do is only have 1 tote, and let's say that tote runs out of water, and you have to stop the party to refill it. So what you do is you fill up that first tote, put the foam in there, get the party started, and while that is running its course, you're filling up the second one. And then when the first tote is about to be out of water and foam, you simply lift up the water pump and put it in the second tote, which you already set up while the first tote was running the party. If you're going to have 3 4-hour parties, you can then go back to the first tote while that second one is in play and just refill that. By all means, feel free to buy a 3rd tote. You're good. But trust me, you'll be able to use that first tote while the second one is running its course. In addition to these totes, you're gonna need to buy a 1 horsepower blower. That's necessary to actually blow up the foam pit, and somehow that powers the foam machine inside of it. Again, I don't understand the technology here, but you're gonna need a 1 horsepower blower. This is the one that I use. The reason I use this specific blower is because I buy my jumpers and blowers from these guys. By all means, if you already have a 1 horsepower blower, use it. Or if you have a separate plug for blowers, hit them up. It's not required in any way to use this one, but this is the one that I use. Next, you're gonna need to supply power for the blower and the water pump. So get 2 extension cables. 2 extension cables, one for the water pump and one for the blower. Back to the totes real quick. Another dope detail about the totes is you can actually store and transport the foam pit in them because the foam pit is small enough when you roll and fold it up. If you have a second or third tote and you want to transport them, just stack them in the first tote. Easy as that, and you're allowed to just move freely and easily. Whether you're putting it in the back of an SUV, the floor of a van, the back seat of a sedan, whatever it might be, this is going to work for you. Now, let's talk about the next step I suggest you take in building up this empire. Go to Theiefoamguy.com. Theiefoamguy.com and buy this, the large foam cannon. Large foam cannon. Let's talk about this beautiful equipment here. It weighs supposedly 40 pounds. I know I'm jacked, but I really doubt it weighs that much. It's light and it's easy to put up. When you purchase it from Foam Daddy, it also comes with the tripod and the T-bar. Super important. Do not buy them separately or in addition to. Use the ones they give you. I have a video where I talk in detail about setting it up. Go ahead and check that out. But you purchase this large foam cannon, and you can use those same 2 totes that you bought for the foam pit with the large foam cannon. And even more beautiful and more poetic, you can use the 102 foam packs that you bought with the foam pit for your large foam cannon. Yes! You heard me right. You absolutely heard me right. Those 102 foam packs work beautifully with the large foam cannon. It's something that the merchants and the industry just doesn't talk about because naturally each company wants you to buy their own powder or gel. But those 102 packs of foam from Party Machine will work beautifully with your large foam cannon from Foam Daddy. Yes! And that's exactly what I do. And I love it. This is what I'm giving y'all. Information from my experience. Let me calm down though. The large foam cannon is also gonna need water hose. I picked up this one from Home Depot. Go ahead and pick up whichever one you like, or if you already have a smaller one, but I recommend not using a 50 or 100 foot hose because this is going to connect from the cannon into the tote, and the tote is going to be at the base of the cannon. So no need to have this super long water hose dangling around. So you connect the water hose to the large foam cannon, and then on the other end into the pump. and you put that into the tote with the water and foam powder. Here's a video that I have of 2 additional purchases I suggest you make. But briefly, go ahead and get this key because it's going to help you with the tripod. And it's a major, major, major game changer. And buy these hooks. Foam Daddy supplies their own hooks, but they're smaller and it's a little more difficult to get the actual cannon onto them. But with these larger hooks, it's super simple. And I get the cannon up in just a few seconds. So now what you have is you have a foam pit, you have a large foam cannon, and you have 102 hours worth of foam. What I suggest you then do is set up at your home, a family member's home, your homeboy's home, whoever, and set up both of them separately. So one day do the foam pit and just get a gang of pictures and a gang of video. You're going to want to get them vertically and horizontally on your phone. Horizontal is for YouTube and Instagram posts, while the vertical is for stories and shorts. And you're going to want both of them. And then you just hit your local community hard. And the reason I say that is because foam is somewhat new. It's not as popping to the mainstream as bounce houses. But word of mouth hits like crack in the 80s. You get your first party, other people there are gonna book you, and I bullshit you not, I'm sorry for cussing, but people driving down the street are gonna pull up. Every single time I set up for that photo shoot I just described, at least 3 people have stopped and got my business card. Every single time. The minimum is 3. And they got my card. And yes, they booked. No ads, no nothing. Word of mouth is powerful with these. Getting it in your vision is powerful. Yo, you then are going to want to run Google ads. You're going to want to target your zip code and your neighboring zip codes. Try to stay within your city and your neighboring cities. Remember, in the rental industry, what goes out has to come back in. So you don't want to make no 90-mile trips or anything along those lines. As far as key terms, target bounce houses, not necessarily foam. The reason that is so many people simply do not think of foam the way they think of bounce houses. And in our country, when people are throwing a party, the first 2 thoughts they often have is what are we eating and where are we getting the bounce house? So what they do is they hop on Google and they search that infamous phrase, bounce houses near me, jumpers near me. What's gonna happen is you're gonna pop up in the search with your foam. They're gonna look at your dope quality photos and videos and say, whoa, what is that? Yo, let's do something different for this party and let's book this guy. And you're actually gonna see more results from that than you will foam party near me, foam party in my area, foam party in an insert city. So yes, include foam party, but you really want to target the bounce house customer. You can run Facebook and Instagram ads. You can boost posts, but in no way should that be a big portion of your ad budget. So Social media does not book parties for you the way Google does. What social media does is it establishes a type of following through followers and likes. Ideally, your quality is dope enough, referencing your photos and pictures and equipment, where when somebody decides to throw a party, they'll be like, oh yeah, that dude from Instagram that's always posting, he's who I need to hit up. But the masses, much larger number of people, way more bookings, way more opportunity is tied to Google. Because again, that famous phrase, bounce houses near me, foam party near me, goes into Google, not Facebook and not Instagram. So yes, run Facebook ads, boost posts, but do not let that be a large percentage of your budget. And please understand that every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, an insane number of people go to Google and search bounce houses near me, water slides near me, jumpers near me, bounce houses in insert city here, and you want to pop up in that conversation. You want to be the images and the videos that appear when they do that search. Focus on Google Ads. So let's recap real quick. You have the foam pit. You have the large foam cannon. You have the necessary accessories to get all of that up and running. You're gonna throw one or two little backyard boogies with you, your homies, your fam, whatever it might be. You're gonna take vertical and horizontal photos and videos. You're then gonna get on social media and you're gonna run Google Ads. Yo, let's do it, man. Let's do it. Hope this information helps. It's the Foam Guy.